Continuing on with my 31 movies of Halloween, today I'm going to suggest that you watch Ghostbusters from 1984. Now I know this is not actually scary, except when I was a kid, some scenes did kind of freak me out, but this is more lighthearted. This is going to be a more lighthearted video, okay? Now, if for some odd reason you have never seen Ghostbusters, first of all, what is wrong with you? Second, I will give you the gist, but third, what is wrong with you? I'm sorry, I'm not trying to make fun. I just don't understand how you could not have seen Ghostbusters by now. It's been 40 years, people. Basically, a group of guys get together and form their own ghostbusting team in New York City. They become well known by the citizens, and they get their next client, Dana, played by Sigourney Weaver, after she had some weird instances in her home. Things like eggs popping out of the carton and frying on the counter. Oh, and a creature in her refrigerator that yells Zool. That would be a little disturbing. I would be curious if there was some sort of portal to hell in my refrigerator, or I have a brain tumor.
It looks like a vortex, a gateway into another dimension.
Ooh, a vortex. Catch!
Quit throwing your garbage into our dimension.
Either way, you should get those things checked out. The movie stars Bill Murray, Dan Aykroyd, Harold Ramis, Rick Moranis, Annie Potts, and Sigourney Weaver. They have this high-tech, nuclear-powered equipment to actually capture the ghosts. Obviously, they're CGI to the best of their ability in 1984. A lot of special effects, computer effects, but they also had a lot of practical effects, like Slimer was actually this big puppet that they just kind of spliced into the film, so he looks transparent. I'm a little biased since I love it, but it is near perfect, I'll say. I always wanted to have the Ghostbusters as friends when I was a kid, and I still want them as friends.
Nerd!
Obviously, this has made a few sequels or remakes or reboots. There was a Ghostbusters 2, which is pretty good. There's a lot of memorable scenes in that film as well. And it's rare that I like a sequel as much as the original, but Ghostbusters 2 is almost as good as the first one. Then there's the Ghostbusters with the all-women cast. Never seen it, don't intend to. Then we had the remake of Ghostbusters. Well, it's not really a remake because they did bring back the original actors, so it might be a reboot. Then there was a sequel to that one. As you know, Hollywood will continue these things for on and on. Instead of just enjoying the old classics, but that's okay, I'll forgive them. But the ones with the kids, that was entertaining. I think this will be a movie for people who love comedy horror, and the humor is great. Some great comedians, a lot of funny scenes.
Dogs and cats living together, mass hysteria.
This is where we see the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man, who was not actually a real character. It was something they made up for the movie. I didn't find that out till I was way too old to even care, but I did. I was like, I thought that was real. Bill Murray, Dan Aykroyd, some of the best comedians back in the day. And I always thought that it was kind of funny that Bill Murray was such a ladies' man in the movie. But, I mean, I don't know. I'm more of a Steve Martin person, so. But he's still great in Ghostbusters, do not get me wrong. One day I'm going to go in depth with this movie and do a real review, but right now I'm just going to offer it as a movie suggestion for you, spoiler-free, so you can sit back, relax, watch Ghostbusters from 1984, and just have a good time. So thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Have a good day. Bye.